Hey, peace fam. Welcome to another episode of Zha-May Don't Play. I'm your host, Zha-May. Thanks so much for joining me today. We got a lot to get into, people. I mean, my timeline was buzzing this weekend. Why, would you ask? Well, there's a few things that were actually going on this weekend, and I'm going to talk about them all, okay? So, first and foremost, we had the series Surviving R.Kelly drop this weekend. Oh my gosh, y'all. Did y'all watch that? I know I wasn't the only one. Couldn't have been, because like I said, my timeline was buzzing this weekend, okay? Plenty of action, plenty of people talking, no shortage of opinions going on around here, okay? You know I got my opinion about it, and we finna talk about it right now. So, in case you didn't know, we have R&B, superstar R.Kelly, who's been involved for years upon years, and been accused of misconduct with minors. We talking sexual misconduct, we talking physical abuse allegations. All of this stuff allegedly is going on and surrounding R. Kelly. He's been battling it, like I said, for years, since I was a teenager in high school, okay? So, anyways, the story comes out this weekend. Lifetime does a series with several survivors, okay? People who have all these different stories about things that are going on with R. Kelly. You have R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea Kelly. You got fans, who were young at the time. You got parents on there who haven't seen their kids since they left to go with R. Kelly, okay? And I'm seeing any range of opinions from, it's the girl's fault. They knew what R. Kelly, they knew what his reputation was, to, don't blame the girls. It's not the girl's fault, which I am a strong believer on. We're not victim shaming here, people, okay? Nobody is saying that R. Kelly is perfect. Nobody's saying that these girls is perfect. But there's a line that, in my opinion, you just don't cross. It's just plain and simple. You're into one thing, two things, you know what I mean? You know how we are. We're forgiving people, so we'll chalk it up to just that. But if your name is involved in scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal, I'm less inclined to believe that, that these were just money-hungry chicks going after R. Kelly for his money, okay? And if you watch the series, it's a really hard watch, guys. But I think that it's definitely worth the time to take to look at it, formulate your own opinion. The thing that kind of made me mad, okay, and this is something that just really kind of stands out to me, is that, I had posted on my Facebook earlier a post from Jada Pinkett Smith, who shows that ever since this show come out, R. Kelly's sales have spiked significantly. Not dropped, guys, but spiked. Come on, son. Come on, son. Is this the state that we're in now, people? Okay. Now, I know some of y'all are going to be like, Ja, well, you can't, we don't know the whole side of the story. Hello, if you go back and listen to his song that he just dropped, he admits that he was into all type of stuff, okay? So, this is not a rumor, people. I mean, we know that he married Aaliyah when she was only 15 and he was 27, okay? That's not an alleged, that's a fact. We know this. Okay, that's not a one-off situation, guys. And I just have a problem with us blaming victims and saying, well, they should have did this, they should have did that. And then you guys wonder why victims and people don't come forward for 10, 20 years, because they got to wrap their mind around the fact that nobody is going to believe them. Period, point blank. But I believe you, ladies, okay? And I will not be bumping R. Kelly at any of my functions or events or anything. I'm just done. I'm over it, okay? So if you haven't watched that, an important conversation to have with, kids, with, what I mean? It's just an important conversation that you guys need to have. So check that out. Next, what's poppin'? Oh my goodness. Now y'all know that we are in week 2 of Trump's shutdown, right? His government shutdown. Oh man, guys. Now, for y'all that voted for Trump, you know, I don't know what to tell you about this, okay? I just don't even know what to say. All right. We got government workers not being paid. You got people not getting their salaries. You got institutions shut down. They even talking about stalling out the taxes. Okay. And from what I hear, we're 2 weeks into this government shutdown. The record shutdown was for 3 weeks. We're 2 weeks into this. You know, they're saying that they don't see an end in sight. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going to happen, but that's definitely what's popping. Why the stalemate, you ask? Well, supposedly Trump wants $5 billion to build his wall, you know, to keep the immigrants out, right? Democrats are like, nah, hell to the no. They said, no, it's not going down. He's like, well, we ain't going nowhere until we talk about it. So everything shut down. Everything shut down? Really? This is the solution that you guys come with? This is what we're paying all these taxes for? Is for shit to shut down? Come on, son. What's really going on? What's really going on, guys? So, you know, that's what's popping on Washington. The next part of my What's Poppin' segment is, guys, this is really sad, okay? So I don't know if you guys heard about Jasmine Barnes. Jasmine Barnes was a 7-year-old girl who was shot and killed in front of a Walmart. I believe it was in Houston, Texas, okay? Initially, it was believed by her mother and several witnesses that young Jasmine was shot and killed basically in a drive-by at the Walmart, where it was reported that a white male in his 40s had opened fire on young Jasmine, okay? On the car that she was in. It was a mother with her 3 children at the Walmart. Somebody that they don't know opens fire on the vehicle, shooting several people inside of the car, striking Jasmine in the head, okay? So for about a day or two, it was reported that it was a white male in a red truck who was in his 40s. Well, today, an arrest is made, and it's a black man. It's a brother. Young 20s, allegedly, you know, admitted to the shooting as part of a gang initiation. Guys, I don't know how to feel about this, okay? I have questions, a lot of questions, but none of those questions are going to bring Jasmine back. The bottom line is that whatever the situation was, whether this is some conspiracy, whether this is the actuality of what happened, the bottom line is that we got children dying, okay? Children being killed. You got adults being killed for senseless things. Guys, once you take somebody's life, there's no coming back from that. Not for them, not for you, okay? And we really, you know, we got to figure something out, man. I'm at a loss for words. You know, the sheriffs are calling this, Harris County sheriffs are calling this a case of mistaken identity, where allegedly these boys thought that it was another person's car that they were shooting into, and, you know, and Jasmine was a victim of that. So, you know, I just want to say, rest easy, Jasmine, sleep easy. And, you know, I just really want to bring our attention to the violence that's going on. You know, I'm all for responsible gun ownership, but guys, some people just ain't responsible with their weapons. You know, that's the reality. That's not even a question. That's just what it is, you know. And we really have to figure, you know, something else out. So, yeah, so that's what's been popping on my timeline this weekend. You know, not a lot of good news. This is actually kind of a hectic first week into our new year. Come on, guys, we're going to have to pick it up so that I can report some good news, okay? Anyways, I hope that your weekend was good. I hope that you got a chance to enjoy, you know, time with your families. And, you know, I hope that this week I got something better to report other than, all of this bad news. Talk to your kids about, about the different things that are going on out here in the world. Make them aware of what's happening. Guys, I'm not for idolizing anybody. I've never been a person that's really been starstruck. It's not really been my thing, because I understand that everybody, is somebody. You know what I mean? So I try not to hold people up to these high levels, and these high expectations, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. I would never want anybody to put me on any type of pedestal, or I don't ever want to present myself as though, you know what I'm saying, like I'm perfect, I don't have problems, because we all have them. But, at the same time, you got to teach your kids, don't idolize people. You could like them, you could like their music, you could like their style, you could like what they do, but don't idolize them, because, that leads to a certain level of control that, that people obtain over you, and everybody don't do right, you know what I mean, with your heart, with your emotions, and with your mind, and nobody's going to do you better than you. So at the end of the day, put everybody on an equal playing field. Don't don't overindulge in the BS, you know what I mean, because it always comes out, and we're not always gonna like what we hear. But anyways, I'm your girl, Zha-May. Thank you for tuning in to What's Poppin', and I'm gonna catch y'all on the flip side. I'm coming at you next week with some better news. Holla at your girl. Peace.